Hi, I'm Dr. Tim Weir, and I gotta tell you, I love life. But when I'm not being a husband, a father, a grandfather, an author, or a practicing chiropractor, I'm the host of the television show Loving Life with Dr. Tim Weir. I love to cook. I love to travel. I like to spend time with people who do what they love and love what they do. Join me and Elvis for the next 30 minutes as we help you discover how to love life. Hey, you've heard me say it dozens, if not hundreds of times. I believe the greatest gift that you have from God is your ability to create, and that can be anything. And so my guest today is Ricky Luster. Ricky is an amazing musician, plus other things too. Ricky, thanks for being with me, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
So talk to me about your life. Started out at birth.
Oh, we got time? Well, I'm from a family of 15 children.
Really?
My mom raised 10 boys and 5 girls. My father passed, unfortunately, in 1963 to leave my mom with all 15 kids to raise. But the good part about it is, with the help of the Lord, she raised us all up and taught us the fear of God. And she's discovered that we had talent in the family, and so we were able to, form our own group and all. And we even had softball team, basketball team, whatever you want to. We had enough to do it all.
So it's like the Jackson 15.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, here you are with this incredible musical talent and ability. Others in the family?
Yes, just about everybody pretty much could play something or sing something, yes. And but unfortunately, my oldest brother was the one that taught us, parts and harmony and things. And so unfortunately, he only, recruited like 5 of us. So the rest of them had to sing in the church choir and different things.
Wow.
But we did have a group called the Luster Brothers, and so we sang around Triangle area and different other places.
So here you are, you got this amazing gift, and you've done the music, but there are really 2 parts of Ricky Luster. There's the musical part, that, and then you have a job.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I work full-time as a DME person that's durable medical equipment. So I deal with that full-time. But on the side, I do still do my music and everything as well. So but the medical part is my background as well.
So, because there are people watching who say, well, I'd really love to do music and I'd really love to do it full-time. Well, not everybody can do that.
No, it's a tough task, and trying to maintain your family values and everything, because I did it for almost 20 years full time. And but when I found out that I was neglecting my children, they're raising them up and not being able to be a father to them, I had to make a big decision. And I decided that I needed to come off the road and spend more time with my kids. And so it was tough, but
awesome.
I don't regret it.
No, because that's your biggest thing, is to take care of the family.
Absolutely,
okay.
Absolutely, yes it is.
Plenty of singers out.
Yeah. And the good part about it is, now that they're grown, I can go back and start singing more.
So are any of them musicians?
Yes. My I have 4 children in all, and all of them are talented, sing and play. My youngest daughter, she sings, she plays piano.
Wow.
My youngest son, he plays the drums. My daughter, older daughter, she can sing, and as well as my oldest son. So, yeah, they're talented.
So, are there any plans for like Ricky Luster and the Pips, or?
That's a tough thing to do. Trying to get your kids to follow along in your footsteps sometimes can be a tough task. But they in the house they'll sing along with you. But when you talk about taking them on the road or taking them to a venue or whatever to get them, no, they're too shy for that now. But
so you're kind of looking at, instead of being a full group, you're doing a lot of solo stuff, and in fact, writing your own music.
Absolutely, yes, sir. And in fact, I'm right now in the middle of working on my own first debut CD and solo CD.
Wow.
Yes, sir. So, yeah, but I do write my own material.
How crazy is that, huh?
I love it. You know, God gave me the gift, and He saw fit for me to be able to use it to touch others and, you know, bless others with it. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I want to do to glorify Him.
So listen, we're going to go to a commercial just for a couple of minutes. We're going to come back. You're going to hear Ricky Luster sing. If you want to get a hold of Ricky, website, go check it out. Get a hold of him. Get him in your church. Get him in somewhere and hear what he can do. I think he's pretty amazing.
Well, thank you, sir.
Awesome to have you here.
Thank you. It's so good to be here.
Don't change the channel. We're going to be right back with Ricky Luster.
Uptown Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications, with spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
In the midst of a failing world system, let us trust in God's word and make a declaration to take back everything that the devil has stolen from us. This is my year of restoration. This is my year of overflow. This is my year of jubilation. Right now I receive 100-fold. I said, this is my year of restoration. This is my year of overflow. Well, this is my year of jubilation. And right now I receive 100-fold. Listen, no more being depressed, no more sweat and stress, no lack of poverty. God said that I've been redeemed. This is my year of jubilation. Right now I receive 100-fold. Well, this is my year of restoration. This is my year of overflow. Well, now this is my year of jubilation. And right now I receive 100-fold. Tell the devil this, enough is enough. I'm taking back my stuff. The devil is a liar. Every day I'm climbing higher. This is my year of jubilation. And right now I receive 100-fold. I want to take it up higher. This is my year of restoration. Oh, 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 this is my year of overflow. Well, now this is my year of jubilation. And right now I receive 100-fold. I tell you now, this is my year of jubilation. And right now I receive 100-fold. Oh, 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 oh.
You know, I don't know if you realize this or not, but although this looks like you, it's really not you. The real you is an incredible spiritual being. And I'm with Sarah Granahan from Color My Spirit.
Yes, it's so nice to meet you.
Oh, thank you for being with me. Now talk to me about this whole energy thing.
So I'm a healer, I'm an intuitive empath, and I'm also a wellness coach for Color My Spirit. That's my business I created a few years ago. When I was in my 20s, I was not feeling really well, and I was going to different doctors, and my test scores were coming back fine. I was in the normal range for everything. My hair was falling out, I was losing weight, I had digestive problems, I had no energy. So I really felt helpless. So I thought, you know, is there anybody else out there that feels the way I do, that I can figure out what they've been doing to help heal themselves? So I started going into chat rooms online, you know, Googling, and I found that there were a lot of people out there. You know, they just weren't getting the diagnosis they needed, they didn't know why they were feeling the way they needed to. So I started looking into other ways of healing. So I started looking into the mental, emotional, the connection with that and what it does to the body, which is amazing. Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life.
Who just passed away.
I know.
Yes,
I had always wanted to meet her. So I was really, really sad about that. But I know that, you know, her Hay House business, that will just grow and just keep expanding. It's been a blessing for a lot of people.
Sorry.
Oh, no, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So what I did was I started writing about healing, because I started using some of the techniques I was learning about with affirmations and taking better care of myself, noticing kind of the words I was using to support my life and to support myself and my own growth. And I noticed I started to feel better. I was like, this is like magic, you know? I'm like, how is this working? And it's interesting how correlated it is. So I decided then, I never really knew what my purpose was in life, what I wanted to do, but that day was like, my mission is to share this, to share these healing techniques with people, because it was life-changing and amazing. So what I started doing was I started writing about it, and then after that I was like, you know, I think I want to get out in the field and actually do the work. So I started taking the Healing Touch program, and then I did Reiki, and then I noticed some of my own gifts started coming up with my empathy, and my intuition started peaking, the more balanced I became. So I see people now in Northwest Raleigh at the Sagewood Center, and I work with them to coach them into wellness, and people from all different backgrounds come to see me. Maybe they're complaining about anxiety, sleep problems, maybe somebody told them to go get a Reiki session, but they have no idea why and what energy is about.
What Reiki is.
Yeah, so I love working with those people, because I love seeing their aha moments when they're like, wow, I feel better.
Yeah.
And it maybe not that instant, but oh my goodness, a few days later, wow, can I come back? And it's amazing.
How
you know.
cool is that?
Yeah.
You touched on something a little bit earlier, because I think some people just go to the doctor and almost present their body to the doctor like, here it is, help me. But to be honest with you, your health is your responsibility, not your doctor's.
Yes.
So you have to take responsibility for yourself.
You do. You have to be your own patient's advocate.
Yeah.
I always say that, and that's when I started taking the reins and doing that and having control in my life about my health, that's when I started seeing healing, because only I knew the things I needed to do for my body, because my body was talking to me through pain. It was talking to me through all these problems, but your body can't speak to you like a person or like we are. So what happens is it speaks to you in these messages and these signals, and people, it really stops you in your tracks, especially when you have no energy and you can't really do much. But what we do is, the doctors help, and I mean, if you get into a car accident, if something happens, go to the doctor. But if you're walking with cancer or you have sleep issues and you don't know why, it might help to see an alternative practitioner.
Oh, absolutely.
Because a lot of times people realize they come in for one thing and then they leave being like, wow, I didn't realize I was still carrying all that energy. And so what we do is we check on the physical field, but also on the mental, emotional, and spiritual fields, because you've lived your life. How many years old are you? So you've walked that life and you've dealt with relationships and people, and things have come up and maybe we haven't coped as well. Or maybe we were in an environment that was negative. And so what happens is we absorb that, or maybe we swallowed down our feelings because we weren't able to speak up for ourselves. But what happens is then that stored energy, even though it's in the past, we don't need to think about that. But the energy is still there cycling around. And so what happens is over time, the body starts talking to us with all of a sudden, I have some pain in my arm now, why is that? Well, you can take some medicine or you can really find the root cause of it if you want to. Exactly. So what I do is I like to try to find the root cause for people. So in the people that want to walk that path and hold that space with me, I love doing that work.
So like you have, this is a novel that you wrote.
Mm-hmm. Coco's Gift.
That kind of takes all of this and puts it into a novel.
It does. It started, touching on, I wrote this while I was going through my healing work and learning all the things about myself that I needed to know to get to the space where I was healthy again. And yes, the character, it puts a lot of that into that book, actually. So.
And then something like...
Chakrula?
Chakrula.
Yeah.
So it's like a comic book.
She's a superhero that uses the chakras and energy to heal people. So instead of throwing them in jail and saying, you did something bad, well, why don't we look at why you maybe made those bad choices and go back through the life and then try to heal that person so that they're not just locked up or killed, So I don't like that. I wanted to create some positive media and positive entertainment for people. So.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
You're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Listen, if you have issues that you don't know what nobody knows to do with it, why don't you give Sarah a call? Go to her website here. Check it out. Step out of the box. Do something that's a little bit different than what you're used to. Sarah, thank you for being with me.
Thank you
are so
much.
awesome.
Thank you.
So awesome. Okay, don't change the channel. We got a whole lot more coming up for you.
Uptone Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications, with spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Hey, as you can tell, I'm surrounded by some gorgeous creativity. This morning I'm with Jeff Allen from Jeff Allen Studios. Jeff, thank you for being with me.
Thanks for having me.
I am amazed at some of these works of art. Talk to me a little bit about how all this started.
As with many folks, just growing up, you know, you have your Etch-a-Sketch, and then we kind of grow into our Viewmasters, and we pretend those are our photos, and you know, we kind of develop into different levels of photography. I was always interested in capturing a moment of something going on, that little time capsule. I would have to assume probably yourself included, you grew up in a household where you had that little shoebox, maybe of just arbitrary images that you maybe didn't even know who half those people were in the box.
Right.
But you know, any time that there was a gathering of family or some type of event, that box would be brought out and passed around, and people would relive all those moments that took place in that box. And I mean, I think that's, you know, what kind of drives me personally on taking these images and creating these moments. You know, you can go anywhere and get a nice pose photo where you smile for the camera, and you know, but to actually get a nice photo that captures a moment that takes you immediately back to what you were feeling, that's what's important. And unfortunately, we live in a time where probably that this is the most photographed generation in time ever in our lives, yet no one has anything tangible. I joke with people all the time, if the only place your photos appear, the only wall that they appear on is on Facebook, that's really not the right wall.
Right.
And so I'm trying to instill back to people the importance of a print, of something tangible, something that you can later, you know, pick up that shoebox and go through. And it doesn't have to be something even as large as these, but just, you know, something that you can look at and enjoy later on. Because, you know, you can look at an image on your laptop or your iPad, but there's still nothing like that tangible, you know, tactile print in your hand.
You know, the cool thing about something like this is that this couple doesn't see this. All they see is each other's faces at this point.
Well, exactly. It's the capturing of the essence of what happened. You know, when they look at that photo, they're not going to think the sparklers and everyone there. They're going to think what they were feeling
that moment
between the both of them. This particular image, this is the groom seeing his bride come down the aisle for the first time.
Wow.
And that instant emotive response, he'll remember that every time he sees this photo. And to me, that's what's important. You know, it's that feeling that you get back from the photos and the emotions. And I think sometimes that gets a little lost in photography now, and that's something I really try to push to my clients. I really feel that's a really important thing, is getting those moments back. For example, I mean, we've all seen the photo of the groom with the bridal party. You know, we've all seen that photo. You know, maybe one where they're holding the groom up. To me, this photo is so much more powerful where they're almost dropping the groom. But just the emotion, everyone having a good time remembering it, that's what's important to me than a static, I'm smiling, cheesing for the camera photo. It's just, it's the emotion of what's going on.
So, out of all the work that you do, is most of it wedding?
I do a lot of weddings. I'm doing a lot more commercial work, events, even food photography. Matter of fact, today I leave, I go to DC. I have to do a PJ shoot for a rally in DC tomorrow, turn around, drive back. I have a wedding on Sunday.
Wow.
So it's, you know, I keep fairly busy.
Just amazing, amazing work.
I do appreciate that. That image is a little confusing, I will admit. And it probably only will mean anything to myself and to the person who's in it. I shot a wedding maybe 4 years ago. The bride's mother had passed on before the wedding. And it's fairly common where you have in the front row seats maybe a photo of the person who is deceased or something like that, so they can share in that moment. Well, after the wedding took place, they took this photo, which was this frame here, and they set it back on the table where everyone would come to collect their little cards with their names on it to find where they sat. And so that was a photo of her mom in that frame. And what I noticed, I was standing there looking at the table, and I noticed the bride walking on the other side of the church past the stained glass window. And what I've done is I've captured the bride's silhouette in the photo frame that her mother was in at her wedding.
Wow.
And that's what this image is. Like I said, and to the general viewer, this image would be kind of nonsensical.
Yeah.
She wept when she saw this photo. And to me, that's what's important, that I've created something that's so meaningful to her that I don't, it's really not important if anybody else gets it.
Yeah,
she got it.
exactly.
And it was something special just for her. And honestly, for all my couples, I try to make sure that there is some iconic photo from their wedding, from their day, that is absolutely theirs. That sums up their day in that photo. And to me, that's what's important.
Listen, if I was getting married again, I'd call you tomorrow. This guy is amazing. Listen, if you are in need of someone to capture a moment for you, please go to his website here. Check him out. What an amazing work of art. Thank you so much for
Thank you, sir.
being with me. You're amazing.
Appreciate being here.
Don't change the channel. We got more coming up. Hi, this is Dr. Tim Weir. I treat hundreds of patients every year who've been injured in car accidents, and a lot of those could be avoided. The National Safety Council reports that cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes each year. That's 1 out of 4 accidents. Do yourself a favor, and if you get a text while you're driving, ignore it. And getting a carton of milk isn't going to do any good if you're dead. Drive safe. Keep loving life.
Hi, my name is Anita. I was in an accident with whiplash, medium and lower back pain, and I came to Raleigh Injury Chiropractic, and I believe it was the best thing I ever done. The staff here is wonderful. Dr. Weir is great. I couldn't ask for nothing else better in Raleigh, and I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to maintain my health.
Hey, I'm Dr. Tim Weir. If you want results like Anita, call our office today, 919-790-1332. Call right now.
Uptone Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications, with spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
Constipation. Is it hard to go poopy? Is your pooper not working right? If it doesn't, we have silver pooper spoons. You dig right up in there.
Went all the way to the top there, didn't you? Yeah.
And our guest today is going to show how it's done.